starting a YouTube channel in 2024, this year, this very same year. Well, here's five important things that you need to know about starting a YouTube channel in 2024. So it's not in any particular order, but I'm just going to give you these five very important aspects when trying to start a YouTube channel in 2024. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a bonus tip when you want to start a YouTube channel. So I'll call it number one. Tip number one, your title. You must work on the title. I'm not saying, when I say work on the title, I'm not saying go out there and then brainstorm and come up with a brilliant title and the title must be mesmerizing. No, YouTube don't care about that. YouTube do not care about that. Okay? What you need to do is you need to use a tool. There's different tools out there. I use vidIQ. You go on this vidIQ and you see the title that are working in your niche, the niche that you want to talk about, and see what kind of title are working out there. Don't come up with your own title because you dreamed, your grandmother or grandfather gave you a vision or whatever. No, it's not gonna work. You have to come and do what other people are doing in your specific niches. You see, so it's not completely copying, but you borrowing ideas from other people's titles. That is very, very, very working in our favor. Because if you're gonna come up with your own title, it might not work. But if you use something that is already work, something that the algorithm knows, it's easier for your title to grab people's attention. So that was tip number one. So for tip number two, it's gonna be your thumbnail. Alright? So when you're doing thumbnail, first of all, you need to do a thumbnail that is clear. The image must be clear on your thumbnail. The image must be very clear on the thumbnail. And then also don't put so much wording on it. Maybe put 4 words or 5 words at the maximum, but minimum put 2-3 words on your thumbnail. 2-3 words is enough to describe what is in the video. And another thing about thumbnail, the same title that you put on your video, you put it on the thumbnail. No, your thumbnail, it's a second chance for you to grab your viewers' attention. So your first attention, the viewer attention, the first grabber for your viewers is your title. The second grabber for your viewers is your thumbnail. So don't use the same title that you use on your video on your thumbnail. That is tip number 2. Your thumbnail. You must work on your thumbnail. It's very, very important to work on your thumbnail. And the title on there must never be the same as the one on your title. But it must grab also people's attention, same as the one on the title. So we're gonna move on to tip number 3. So tip number 3 is how to keep a viewer watching your video for long. You know, some viewer come to your channel and they watch your video for 5 seconds and they leave. So how can you make sure that the viewer watch your video for longer? So this is what you do. In the beginning, when you're doing your video, don't worry about introducing yourself. Don't worry about introducing having a song intro and having all this fancy thing. No, from the word go, you must say what you're coming in here to do in this video. Whatever that you're coming in here to do in this video, that's what you must say. It's gonna grab the viewer's attention. For example, on this video, I am here to show you 5 important basic things that will help you start a YouTube channel and grow it. I went straight to the point. You see, right there I'm grabbing your attention saying that there's 5 important things that you need to do before starting your YouTube channel. So that is grabbing your attention before you even watch the whole video. The viewer will stay long enough on your video. The viewer will search for your next video to see what you're talking about next, what tips you have next, what insight you have next. So that 25 to 30 seconds of your video is very crucial. Don't worry about introducing your name. Don't worry about introducing the name of your channel. Don't worry about putting a song some animation. No, straight go to the point, the value that you're bringing to the viewer. Go straight to the point of the value that you are giving to the viewer, and you're gonna grab their attention. That is tip number 3. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 when starting a YouTube channel in 2024 is your outro. Just like now I just spoke about intro, you also need to have an outro. An outro is a video that's telling your viewer actionable thing that they need to do next. Either you direct them to watch your next video that is going to help them in their journey or whatever that you're watching, or you direct them to material that will help them grow even more, that will help them even have more success or whatever that they're searching for. You need to direct them. Give your viewer direction to what they should do next or what they should watch next in terms of them getting the value that they're looking for. Remember, most of us here on YouTube, we are here to get value and give value. So if you're the one giving value, give value. That is tip number 4. Give value at the end of the video. Say, okay, watch my next video where I talk about A, B, and C. Or say, go to so-and-so YouTube, you're going to find so-and-so information. People are always looking for information on YouTube. So that is tip number 4. And tip number 5, the money that all YouTubers get paid is not the same. What I might get paid versus what another YouTuber might get paid is never the same. Is never the same amount. So there's a misconception out there that YouTube people make money, but you need to find people who teach you how they make money. Not all YouTube channels make the same amount. There are people who are talking about football, there are people who are talking about cricket, there are people who are talking about vlog, there are people who are into finances, there are people who are into gaming. So all these topics have different CPM per view. So which means what are you talking about in your video? Your CPM is very different from another channel when you start your channel, or if you already have an existing channel. What you're gonna get paid for per view or per 1,000 view is very different to what another person will get paid for 1,000 view. So people come with misconception. We're getting paid on YouTube. People are getting rich. Yes, there are people who are getting rich, but what are the criteria that qualify them to get rich? What are the criteria that qualify them to get a higher RPM? So the revenue on YouTube is there, is for real, but it's depending on what you do. There's some topics or some things that you talk about on YouTube that is not paying much, because the advertiser themselves, they're not paying that much amount of money. And there's some things you talk on YouTube that paying a lot of money. So for example, you've got MTN. If you stay in South Africa or Africa, MTN want to reach 500 viewers and they want to advertise their new product. They're going to come to YouTubers who are making videos, and they're going to pay a certain amount of money, and YouTube is going to distribute that money to you, between them and you. That's how it works. But then MTN, because it's a cellular company, it's a mobile network company, they will never go to a YouTube channel that is talking about soccer or rugby. No, they'll go to your YouTube channel that talks about technology, mobile gadgets, things like that, where already viewers, they are viewing those kind of content. So as I said, it depends on the content that you're producing. Last tip, please, if you like this kind of content, like and share, subscribe, so whenever I release a new video, you will be the first one to view it. You'll be the first one to receive the content. That was tip number 5. So I've got a bonus tip for you guys. So my bonus tip to you that want to start a YouTube channel in 2024 today, don't worry about the equipment you have. Whatever you have probably in your hands right now is more than enough. It's sufficient. The phone you are using, the Android phone you are using, the iPhone you are using, the tablet, mobile tablet you are using is enough for you to start a YouTube channel. Don't sleep on your dream. Don't sleep on your potential. saying you don't have equipment. Start with what you have. Use your mobile phone to record yourself. Use the natural lights from a window to record yourself, so that you can have enough light so people can see you and talk, and then see that they're actually watching someone on the other side. So if you have a mobile phone and if you have a window somewhere around your house, that is good enough. And the most important thing with all creating content, the most important thing is how do you sound on a different device. So if you can sound good on mobile and you sound good on the desktop, which means you are good to go. So that's my bonus tip to you guys. Start with what you have. If you have a mobile phone, use a mobile phone to record yourself and film yourself. If you have a tablet, use a tablet to record yourself and film yourself. If you have enough money to buy lights and stuff, you can buy it. But if you don't have all of that, you can use your window. You open your window, you open your curtain. That sunshine, that light that God created is going to help you to create a nice video where we can see your face while you talk. We can see your face while you do what you do. Don't stop dreaming just because you feel you don't have enough equipment. As these videos say, starting a YouTube channel in 2024 for South African especially. Don't sleep on your dream. Don't sleep on your ambition. Start it today. This is it, guys. I've come to the end of this video, but in my next video I'll talk about the equipment that I use, what camera I use, what lighting I use, what software I use to edit my thumbnails, what other things that I use for you to bring you this video, and the way the quality they look, the quality that they're in, everything, the sound, everything. That's the video that I'll make next. So stay tuned, subscribe, so that when I release new content, you'll be the first one to watch it. So thank you so very much. I'm your boy Nkosi, and this is Africa Finance. See you in the next one.